Greetings and welcome to Ludonauts. I am your host, the narrator, an eldritch being dwelling in a vast crystal pavilion at the heart of the multiverse. I like to play with the lives of mortals, tugging their strings like some sort of cosmic puppeteer. I have two such mortals with me today. Please, Ludonauts, introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Michael, and today I will be playing a character called Roach. That's about all I know about him.
Hello, I'm Craig, and today I'll be playing a character called Pug. I'm very excited.
This day we are playing Zero Void by Jonathan Sims and Sasha Sienna. Zero Void, that's what you scummers call it. When a situation has absolutely gone to shit. When it cannot get anything worse. Zero Void. That's what's happened to you two. It was supposed to be just a simple bank job. And you made it out of the first Bank of Luna with 5 million cred sticks and a few other miscellaneous bits and bobs. But when you got back to the spaceport, your ship was surrounded. Someone must have tipped them off. Surely there couldn't have been a traitor in your team, could there? The 6 of you fought your way bravely across the spaceport. The rest of the gang, Smiley and the crew, all going down in a hail of laser beams. Few of you managed to hijack a small delivery shuttle, killing the pilot and stuffing his body in a locker. You make your way off. Not just regular law enforcement's on your case. You're being pursued by the ISO, Imperial Security Operations. This seems bigger than just a simple bank job. But you've twisted your way through various warp gates. And now you find yourself out of fuel in some little backwater of the galaxy. Your rickety little shuttle emerges out the warp gate and you find yourself in a new system. Who's piloting?
My mental image was that it's like the ship is basically like a van, and I'd be like driving, and you'd be like hanging out the window shooting your laser blaster at the cops outside, which is probably not how it works.
Yeah, probably like the windows would probably have to be fairly sealed, I imagine.
Yeah.
Can it be like a van that has like the front 3 seats? And like you're piloting in the pilot seat and I'm sitting in the middle seat next to you when it could be sitting on the further one to the right. Even though there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
Because we're in it now. Me and you. Roach.
Sure thing, Pug.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I reckon I'm just trying to... I don't know why it's like just a car in my head.
It's more or less, there's a little cockpit section out the front with the 3 seats. Perhaps there's some little furry dice hanging down. Radio that doesn't pick up anything.
No, we're in space.
Then in the back, there's a very small cargo compartment where you've stashed the body of the previous pilot. What was the shuttle carrying that you hijacked?
Any thoughts yourself?
I was going to say the greyest of meat.
Of course.
It's a meat shuttle.
A grey market meat shuttle.
A grey market meat shuttle, yes.
Okay.
And
it's the best you could do at short notice.
It was refrigerated, but now that we've run out of space fuel, it's starting to smell a little bit bad.
I thought that was the man's corpse.
It might also be the man's corpse.
It's chilled right there.
It's chilled, and I mean, also, like, I mean, we can survive for months.
It's chilled, and that's why we've got a cool mill stashed back there.
Whoa. 5 mil.
5 mil.
In unscrubbed creds.
Which is probably bad. But yeah, I imagine that Roach is just shaking the steering wheel being like, "Oh, game over, man! It's Void Zero! We're sold out! I'm telling you! Was it you?" And
No.
I take my, well-used combat knife and just stick it up to Pug, who is just like bristling with guns, because that's the character you picked.
Luckily, none of the guns go off. I'm a wee bit woozy from all of the action and that. Like, I'm not. My instinct to crush you is there, but I'm holding it back.
You killed so many security guards.
I killed so many security guards. I'm spent.
Well, like his ammunition is the thing. Are you spent?
No, but like emotionally satisfied from the murder.
Okay.
And we killed that pilot.
So, like, how out of fuel are we? Is it like not moving at all?
It's moving because you've got the momentum. You've got a little bit for manoeuvring, but you're certainly not going to be able to manoeuvring, any complicated manoeuvring or steering. You get a ping on the onboard systems.
Okay.
What does that mean? This is none of my business. Space, not for me.
Well, it's not going to be for either of us, because we're either going to get caught by the fucking ISOs, or we're going to, like, die of exposure out here. And
Whoa, you might die of exposure. You might die.
I'm going to jam on the comms panel and be like, Who is this?
Hey there, Shuttle Barker. Welcome to the Dantic system.
Yes, thank you. We're fine here. How are you?
Bro, you're bad at talking to people.
I am bad at talking to people.
This is Port Caliban. Are you paying us a visit?
Yeah! That's the plan!
Okay, name me your coordinates now.
Okay, are they like
There's
close?
a little ping as your onboard computer receives the coordinates with what's left of the fuel. Your ship, it's a can, really. That's the slang that you scummers use. The autopilot takes over and starts heading towards a large red gas giant, the fourth one out. You see there's 7 or 8 other planets in this system. You can't see it with your naked eye, but zooming in with the system, you can see that there is in fact a small space station orbiting this habitat.
Oh, like whatever higher powers exist in this setting for that.
You're a man of God, Roach.
Theoretically, possibly? I don't. Space God, Space Jesus. I don't know.
Does he
Are
stab
you
people? Is he bug themed?
Space Jesus?
Yeah, you're one in particular that you pray to because your name is Roach. I'm a simple man.
Yeah, no, it's more Roach is the name I go by because like I've been through shitty jobs like this before where everybody else has died and like I've gone
And you
away.
survived.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wasn't suspicious of you before, Roach, but I am now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my eyes on you, and I'm gonna go protein up in the back.
Your big pug-like eyes. That's why they call you that, is it?
Well, it's mostly my wet face.
Did you two know each other before the job, or did Smiley bring you both in separately?
What do you think?
I think this is the first day I've met you. And
It was not even a planning session.
No.
There wasn't actually.
Smiley brought me in because I knew Smiley. I'm the muscle, I like wrecking things. And he said he had a very bug-like, knife-based man to introduce to me, and we met this morning, and then all of our friends died. Suspiciously.
Yeah, after I assume I snuck in and dangled from the ceiling and avoided all of the laser wires and stole all of the 500 million credits.
Like a bug mite.
In my big bag of jewellery and trinkets that I have here.
Yes, but you're forgetting the point where I shot that man.
Yes, you did. That maybe made things worse.
Well, it certainly alerted the authorities.
Yeah.
With my hunting shotgun.
Yeah. 3rd to 50th man you shot was probably the right move. But, 1 to 2, maybe when... It's fine.
There's a sort of cascade effect.
I'm going to go eat some meat.
You do you.
Your shuttle slowly travels forward. We're going to measure time in units. I'm going to say units. It's roughly an hour Earth time.
Okay.
After a fairly long journey, you're only going at really cruising speed. It takes about 3 units for you to get through this gas giant.
In that time, the most horrendously difficult game of I Spy I've ever had to sit through.
The pair of you are already maybe getting slightly tetchy with each other.
I've eaten so much meat.
Yeah, sure.
I am wildly full.
Is there a way to cook it? Have you cooked it?
Cook it?
Yeah.
It's already grey. I don't know what you want from me. No. It's clearly ready to eat.
So eventually your shuttle arrives at Port Caliban, and you can see that it's basically like a long silvery tube of various habitats stuck together, and then there's a sort of central crossbar where you see various docks, various gantries where you would come into land, and then sticking behind that is, it looks like, you've seen these before, it's a massive sort of refinery section for converting raw hydrogen from the gas giant into fuel. Lots of small systems have these little habitats. You wouldn't specifically go to visit them, but a lot of craft stop over there to refuel on their way to somewhere else. As you arrive, you notice the giant sort of spherical form of a gas scoop. One of the big gas extraction ships take off, and you can see it heading down into the layers of the gas giant. You're guessing to gather more hydrogen.
As the autopilot is taking us into dock, I think that we should be in the hold, maybe hiding this very dead man in our ship that we're just going to be bringing in to potential port authorities.
Or we could bring the dead man to their attention.
Okay, I thought you were going to say we could bring the dead man with us, like Weekend at Bernie's style, but that's maybe a bit more sensible idea to say, hey,
There's a dead guy in here.
okay. That might make them search the rest of the hold, though, and find all of our loot.
Right. Okay. I was thinking it would be a distraction for them. They could puzzle it together. They could be like, how did this happen? How did this man die in space?
We need to make a decision quickly, because like we've got other things to talk about before we get there. We should probably not have wasted those 4 units playing I Spy.
I should have washed, I think.
I agree, but that's not the problem that we can solve right now. So, are we hiding this guy, like, in the meat?
In the meat, there's not much left.
He can bulk it out, it's fine.
You can possibly cram him into one of the lockers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's already in a locker. Do you think if we just knock together like an out of order sign and then put it on a locker, they won't check it?
I mean, that's probably about as good as we can do, yeah?
There's a small freezer section.
Okay.
Yeah, we could...
You close that over. If you took out the shelving, you could probably
We
put a
could do
body
that,
in there.
and then we could like what's like the bear kind of could rustle together what's left of the other meat.
Yeah, and put that in front of him. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
We'll get on that, like, making the ship look like at a glance it's fine and it's not, like, hiding
Quickly.
horrendous crimes.
You cram the body of the pilot. You see on his jumpsuit he has the name R. Young. And you cram him into the locker and sort of fill it up with meat, slam it over.
Okay. The other thing we should probably work out is what do we say when we dock? Because, like, I probably, like, I know I was operating comms there.
You're good at it. I was impressed with using words.
I'm not good at it. People tend not to like me very much.
Is it because you have strong feelings?
What I'm saying, right? I'm not the talking guy. Smiley was the face man. He was telling me specifically, like, all I would need to do is get in there, get out, get the stuff. Everybody else would deal with everything else. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a pilot. I'm not a wheelman. All of this is going to shit. And, you know, what we say, do you handle, like...
Well, like you say, Smiley used to have a face. Like, he was the guy, he'd phone me in, he'd point me at a thing, I'd wreck it, I'd shoot it. My thoughts, we saw that hydrogen scoop as we were coming in.
Yeah.
What if we were to shoot that close to the station when it was full?
You're, like, looking for distractions, that's what I'm hearing.
Sure. I was just thinking it would explode.
I should probably point out you guys don't have space guns.
No.
Like guns.
Gun guns.
We could angle ourselves. We could get spacesuits and angle ourselves. Is it laser guns, though?
Unless otherwise. Well, I think your hunting rifle is like a rifle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you've got whatever.
Combat pistol, yeah. Mark 9 link. So it doesn't necessarily call it out as... But that's fine. But no, I understand. You want me to be the face of the operation.
I'm just saying, like, when I talk to people, I tend to piss them off for some reason.
I tend to kill them.
Okay, I don't think either of us are great options here.
And I am covered in blood.
Yeah.
From the meat that I ate.
Yeah.
Raw.
You weren't covered in blood before that, so that's weird. But, yeah.
I'm a mess eater.
Okay, I'm gonna open the freezer, take out Roy Young, strip him off of the Roy Young jumpsuit, like, take off your clothes, put them in the freezer with Roy Young, pile all the meat back up in front of him and be like, put that on!
Pug does that very passively. He allows you to just strip him and then redress him. Like, it's too small. You know, Pug's a larger gentleman.
Like pugs are known to be.
Exactly. I think it's an ironic name.
Okay.
There's a clunk as the tractor beam connects with you guys and brings them into land. Looking out the window, you can see there's a sort of massive bulkhead door which swings open and you're brought inside, which then closes behind you. There's a whine and there's a sort of feeling of pressure in your ears as the area's repressurised, and then a hiss, and a voice comes over the intercom. Shuttle Harker, welcome to Port Caliban. Did you make your way to disembarkation?
Well, we're out of time now. Okay.
I've got this. So, our man Smiley. I have watched him whilst he's been conducting his business. I've watched him, like, his lips go up and down. He does a bit of a smile. He does a bit of a sounding of work. This is going to be easy. Roach, I know you were saying it's a Void Zero.
Zero voice.
That too.
I may have also said Void Zero.
I know you were freaking out right there, but trust me, as soon as I zip up and put my shoes on, I've got this.
You step outside. It's pretty cold in this hangar. They don't bother like heating it up, and it's a fairly large space, mostly empty. You can see there's two other ships. An elegant space yacht called the Swan. It's all aerodynamic flowing lines, solar sails, spectacularly beautiful looking piece of engineering. And beside it is just a large blocky lump really, and it says the Endless Wind. And you can see that there's a lot of panels off the side of it, and you can see that it's in the process of getting repaired. To the right hand side of this large area, see there's like a concourse. You can see almost like a maze of small knee-high barriers that you're supposed to make your way through. Obviously they're used to handling, or at some point they're used to handling more queues, and they lead up all the way to a large blast door where you can see there's someone behind a little booth, a little blast-proof booth. But this is obviously passport control of some sort.
Do we have passports?
You've got your IDs.
Okay.
Now,
Do we have our real IDs?
You tell me.
Mm.
It's worth noting, so, in this galaxy, it's impossible to travel faster than the speed of light. People get around through warp gates. Now, they're left over from some race that was here before humans. Humans have just hijacked this to spread across the galaxy. But as a result of this, things can't get broadcast faster than the speed of light.
Mm.
No one knows you're here. No one in this place knows what's happened and won't until the news physically gets to them. And that's also how credits work, because, okay, you can have a bank account on a planet, but if you go somewhere else, your systems don't connect up.
Mm.
And that's why the wealth that you stole is in the form of cred sticks, which is little data sticks with the money loaded onto it.
I see, because how else could you possibly have like physical objects that can denote value?
Bars are unscrubbed.
But they're unscrubbed, which means currently they're not assigned to you guys. They are still the property of the First Luna Bank.
Yeah, so they're like, even though we've got the physical sticks
Even
that
though
they're
you have
stored
them.
on, they're kind of still in the First Luna Bank's bank account.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
We need to get them unscrubbed.
you need to get them unscrubbed. There are definitely ways of doing that. You know, if you find the right people, they can do that for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you can't spend your unscrubbed money at the moment until you get it scrubbed.
Okay. Okay. Well, Roach, I think, like you say, you let me do the talking.
Sure.
I'm gonna amble over to the booth.
While you're doing that, I'm going to glance around to see how much security there is. And peeking is something I'm particularly good at.
Mm-hmm. There's no security as such. There's a few people in jumpsuits. On the back, they've got the Rhombus Corporation logo, and they're working on that ship.
The Swan?
Not the Swan, the other one.
The Endless Wind.
The Endless Wind, yes. It looks like they're making just minor repairs, really. The sort of damage that can happen over a longer journey, you know, micrometeorite collisions, that sort of thing.
I see. I'll lean in as we're walking so no one else can hear. What I'm thinking is, do we just steal another ship that isn't out of fuel and skedaddle again?
Which one have you got your eye on there, Roach?
Don't talk so loud. Probably not the one that has got old rhombus guys on it, because we need to deal with the rhombus guys.
And I don't understand rhombus. See more than like 4 sides. Too much for me.
A Rhombus has 4 sides.
Too much for me.
The Rhombus Corporation is one of the biggest corporations in the galaxy.
We could pull another job.
They're space Amazon, essentially.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Hello there.
Howdy. Welcome to Caliban Station. What brings you folks here?
Well, and then like, so Pug is in his mind channeling Smiley. He's thinking about Smiley's face and the eyes and the lips and all the things they used to do to talk his way through situations.
You can imagine Smiley being played by George Peppard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was very much thinking George Clooney, but
I can see him, yeah, he's a George Clooney as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ocean's 11, Ocean is dead.
Hi.
Howdy.
We're here.
Yep.
That's us.
Can I see your passports, boys?
Yeah.
I'll show my passport on, like, I don't know, a digital holo projector device or something.
Mm-hmm. You've got a little, it's like a little credit card size thing that you slip under. Are you showing them your real one, or do you have...
I mean, it doesn't say on my sheet that I've got a fake one, so
No,
I guess I'm just going to show the real one.
You got your little package from Smiley, and I'll take out my little envelope that I've smooshed other receipts and some football stickers in there. Base football.
Fiddle ball.
Exact football.
Follow the fiddle ball, do you?
Yes, but I've got them all they're all kind of wet and meaty now. Like they're all kind of, but they did have value. I can assure you. So I'll produce the fake one that Smiley gave us for the job.
Roll a dice.
Just one dice?
Just one dice.
Okay. That is a roll of a 1.
That's a failure, I believe. You tried to show the fake ID, but accidentally show your real one.
My real one,
Like I did.
Pugsworth.
So, to clarify for the listeners, when the players attempt to do a task, they roll a number of dice equal to the difficulty from 1 to 6. For instance, something that's only 1 dice would be quite easy. As you can see, Craig has just failed.
Keeping a low profile is not my business.
Oh, you should have been rolling 2 dice.
Can I roll another dice just for the sake of it?
You've already
failed.
messed it up.
It's gone
But can I
as bad as
roll
it
to
can.
see if I also get another 1?
Yeah,
So
roll again.
we can also spend scruples to...
That's another 1.
A result of a 1 is a failure. A result of a 2 is a problem. A 3, 4, or 5, everything goes fine, and a 6 is a bonus. If a character attempts to do something that is what they do, for instance, in Bug's case,
It's shooting, looting, and smashing.
he would get 1 dice taken away. If he was attempting to do something that was not his job,
Which is keeping a low profile.
The 2 characters that we picked are things that we can't do is talking to people and keeping a low profile. We're the worst criminals.
Smiley died!
are you wanting to use one of your scruples?
If one of us uses a scruple, we can negate the one.
Yes.
And will that work on the entire roll and therefore both ones, or do we need to spend 2 scruple?
It's only 1, but in this case, because we're only literally just started, I will let somebody use a scruple to negate that one.
Because the other thing is, what has happened if we don't use a scruple here? Because the other thing is, if you fail, you also take a point of damage.
Right.
So
right.
you have been asked by this first security guard that we've met to show your ID. And somehow you have failed to show him the ID that you do have on you in such a way that you are like 25% of the way to being dead. 20%.
Maybe what happened was I went to show them the fake ID, but I accidentally reached in, pulled the trigger, and stopped myself. Just a little bit.
Okay, so who's using a scruple?
I'll use a scruple because I
Use one of your
I'll
scruples to
use-
get out of this.
yes, maybe I can seduce the guard.
You hand the guard your ID, and he scans it, and there's a noise, and immediately you're like, oh shit, oh shit. He scans it again, and then you say, oh, wait a minute, and the guard looks at it, and he wipes a lot of the meat and the blood off it.
Sorry, we're meat men.
Then it does scan this time. Meat men. Oh, you're a meat delivery man, eh?
We are on a stopover.
Wow, we should get a lot of people in stopovers. Ain't many people want to stay around here. They don't stay for long.
Why?
Oh, we're just in the middle of nowhere. We're just doing our thing, you know?
Sure.
Roach, do you have anything to tell this man about his appearance or his beliefs?
No?
You're not good at talking to people.
No.
Okay.
Going to be a little while before you're able to refuel, though.
Why?
Well, the Lithia just left.
The what?
The Lithia. Ah, that's our fuel scoop.
Oh, we saw it, didn't we? We saw it, the big bulbous spaceship.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe be a little while before it's back.
Like, how long?
Usually mighty quick, usually. 3-4 units.
Okay.
Okay, we could sit in the van until then.
We wouldn't be able to get, like, fuel before that.
Not a drop in the station.
Right. Okay.
We've got nothing pending, right? We've got, like, we could sit around for 3 or 4 hours and just relax.
Yeah, sure. It's not like anyone's coming for us.
I feel completely unpressured. The shiny ship over there, the shiny sail bargey swooping solar sail ship, it looks breakable. It looks breakable. What's going on there?
Oh, well, that's Captain Augustine's ship.
Do we know who that is?
It's one of them high-up government sorts.
Oh,
He's some sort of diplomatic mission, I think. But obviously, they don't talk to us about stuff like that.
is there anywhere the two fellas, I'm trying to appeal to you.
He sort of raises an eyebrow. He says, you're looking for Looking for a bit of company, are you?
Well, yes, apparently. I was going to ask if there was anywhere where two fellas could, it's against my nature to ask this, but keep a low profile?
A low profile.
That seems like a really bad thing to ask a cop.
He's not a cop, he's some sort of cowboy man. He's got a wee hat. You know, just hang out in relative safety.
Now, if you guys are just here for a flying visit, you must visit Cutter's Row.
Oh, what's Cutter's Row?
Oh, it's our market.
Oh,
Food market.
food.
The best gack in the sector.
Oh,
Gak. I'm mad on Gak.
busy, is it?
Fairly, yeah.
Okay.
A bit busy, yeah.
There's people.
There's people, we're friends with people.
Yeah, cool.
Which way to the Gak?
Just through the bulkhead there.
It's all going fine, Roach. There's no need to worry, Roach.
So far,
And I'll say that, like, absolutely within earshot of your man there. And I'll be like, no, Roach, it's perfectly fine. And I'll take, you know, like the little pen that's like attached to the chain. I'll just take that with us, just popping it off the thing.
so in summary, we've turned up in a meat van, said hello to the cop immediately.
Stop calling him a cop. He's got a little hat.
Okay, the
Cops don't have little hats.
TSA cops very much do have little hats.
No, different. He's got a different hat.
You have decided to be the front man,
I'm not. No.
covered as you are in the blood of your recent consummation,
Uh-huh.
whilst decked out with all of your guns, because you've got your combat rifle on you, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I showed him my real fucking ID,
Uh-huh.
and then we asked where we could lay low.
Uh-huh. He wanted to get us prostitutes, but I said no. That would be conspicuous.
You make your way through this sort of door, and you're now in an area that's got the usual sort of smell of recycled air that you're familiar with. You see in the centre of the room is a series of like elevator tubes, and then on the far wall there's another airlock door, possibly leading to another hangar or another airlock of some sort.
Okay, so is there like a map or anything around that you can reference to see
There is,
where
there
things
is a
are?
map. There's one of these sort of, you know, if you're in a shopping centre,
Yeah.
one of these sort of things.
You are here.
It's got a UR here, and it's got an outline of the station. You can see that you're in the dock area. You can see that the level below you is the lower maintenance docks. Then below that is fuel storage and processing. Above you, you've got the lower commerce deck, the upper commerce deck, lower habitation deck, upper habitation deck, command deck, and upper maintenance deck.
Hmm.
That's in order going upwards. You're guessing the lower maintenance decks are a bit underneath you.
Okay. If we want to not get caught by the ISOs when they inevitably turn up,
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, we could maybe try and see if there is any fuel in the fuel storage area.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I was thinking we could go to the fuel storage area and I could turn some like valves and dials and rip things off walls until the thing starts to break. And then it'll be a bit of a situation. It'll be a bit of a kind of like, oh, panicky situation, which we can take advantage of.
Or we could find some people in like the marketplace maybe,
Mhm.
and like just ask if there's like a sort of public transportation kind of way how people might get off of this.
Like
Station?
take the bus.
Yeah, because like people must be able to move around somehow. You can maybe like charter passage.
I assume people turn up in their meat vans like we did.
Yeah, but our meat van is out of fuel,
Yeah.
and I don't necessarily want to wait around for 3 units waiting for the ISOs to show up.
3 to 4
Yeah.
units. Yeah.
So if there's like another way we could do it, or we could like stow away on Augustine's shit or something, maybe, I don't know, or
Maybe.
steal them.
Well, obviously, like he's a diplomatic government man. We're hired killers. There's that whole connection there.
Very much not a hired killer. Well,
You didn't get hired. Or you didn't
I did get hired. I didn't
not
get hired for killing. We'll put it that way.
Did you not kill anyone?
Not there, no.
You didn't kill anyone.
No.
You established that I killed like 50 guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Went real bad.
It did. It did.
I mean, some of them were possibly only maimed. I mean, they lay down, there's a lot of blood, but
Yeah.
not necessarily dead. You don't know if it's 50 confirmed kills.
No, I wouldn't claim that.
You definitely shot at a lot of guys.
Hmm.
You didn't have time to go and check.
No.
I was more doing what I tend to do, which is running the fuck away.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Void 0.
Zero void.
0 void. I think today is starting to look up. We've had our big meaty breakfast. There's promise of prostitutes. And there's this lovely market. We should blend in. We should pretend that we're customers.
Okay, we might also get all of my stuff stolen if we, like, hang around and...
Do you have the 5 million credits with you?
It's definitely not in the van, I'm telling you that.
Okay.
I have concealed it upon at least, like, half of them on my person somehow, and definitely not in the bag of jewels that I also have, because, like, I don't want that to get stolen and the actual score to get stolen.
I would say that you have all of it, because Pug's just the muscle, you know, he can't necessarily be trusted with...
All of your pockets are needed to hide all the guns.
Guns and various Thriddle Ball stickers.
Okay. Sure. I've got the score concealed in a secret pocket in my vest.
Okay.
Remember, though, you can't spend it. I know you're thinking about it. You're eyeing up all those various potteries over there. Not for you.
Sure. So what do we do? Do we go to, like,
I think we
to
go
the market?
We mingle in the market and we pretend that we're traders.
Okay. So that would probably be on, like, the habitation level 1 or something?
Well, it's in front of us, right?
Well, you don't know.
Oh, all right.
So immediately above you is the lower commerce deck, and then above that is the upper commerce deck.
Probably the lower commerce deck.
So you wanted to check out this fuel situation first then? You were saying you wanted to go down to the fuel decks.
Well, that might also have, like, security.
It might do, but if we do, we can... I've seen Smiley do this. He just talks at them. It's not a problem.
Before we try that...
And as you saw previously, I was a dab hand.
Yeah, okay. Let's fucking do it. Let's go to the lower fuel deck, whatever. Through one of the elevators.
You get in one of the sort of tubular elevators. There's some of them they're different sizes. There's obviously some that are just meant for passengers and some that are meant for transporting maybe even pallets of stuff up and down. And you get in the ones that are designed for people don't go down. It's only the larger ones that are obviously more designed for cargo and things. They go down.
Yeah.
You get in one of those, you push down. There's a sort of latch as you descend downwards. You open up. You step out into a smallish space. There's a couple of different doors going off. There's a man at a desk. You can feel a sort of throb of some sort of machinery, generator, something underneath. And there's a faint hum in the background of something.
Okay.
The man at the desk, he's quite smart and officious looking. He looks up, he goes, "Yes."
Do you want me to take this? Do you want to...
Well, we need fuel. Is this where we can get fuel?
"Ah, yes, certainly." And he taps at something on a screen. "To the delivery fellows that just came in, yes?"
Yes. We bring meat.
"I bet you do." "As well, that's not a problem. If you come back as soon as we've got the fuel, we'll get you fueled up."
Okay, I'm going to step out of the elevator and just, like, have a look around while I'm talking to him.
There's various doors leading off. They all say restricted security personnel only, and some of them have various clearance levels on them.
Okay.
You know, red clearance, orange clearance, green clearance.
I'll just be like, yeah, sure. How long, like, exactly do we need to wait?
Well, the lift there's only just left, so I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 units.
Okay.
Right, Roach. I'll gather you up. We'll huddle together. Roach, right?
Yeah.
I can pretend to have a heart attack. I can pretend to have a heart attack that's very convincing.
Mm-hmm.
I eat a lot of red meat.
I've noticed.
Well, it was grey. I eat a lot of grey meat. I can pretend to have a heart attack. You see when he's like, oh no, he's having a heart attack and he's trying to give me CPR and he's trying to administer first aid. You shank him.
Yeah.
And then we can go through the doors.
You don't have the clearance levels.
He's probably got a little card on him.
He might do, but, like...
How well dressed is he?
He's wearing, it's not overalls or flight suit or anything like that. He doesn't look like a manual worker. He's wearing fairly simple uniform. It's not an imperial uniform.
Does he have a space tie?
Yes.
He absolutely has a card on him. Shank him. I'll start the process.
Okay.
I'll start hyperventilating. I'll start just clutching bits of my body. And I'll be like, oh no! And then like I'll start.
Are you alright there, sir?
And I'll start rocking back and forward, and I'll produce that tremendous amount of sweat. I'll just slump on his desk, and I'll make a big show of it, and
He presses a button.
I'm going to use my special ability to be able to fade away really well. To just be like behind something not very obvious.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Taking advantage of the distraction.
I shouldn't have eaten that third pallet of meat.
Well, it's safe to do at the moment. There's no one else really around.
Yeah.
And I'm causing a distraction.
He pulls out a little tannoy Medic to low maintenance deck.
Okay, after he says that, I'm gonna move around behind him if I can. I'm gonna like stealth up behind, and I want to Vulcan nerve pinch him, but
Are you going to attempt to immobilise him in some way? Or are
Well,
you just
like,
gonna...
I want to Vulcan nerve pinch him. I want to chloroform him.
Well, no, like,
I want to kosh him.
Before you get any further on with this,
Yeah,
you did say there's no fuel.
they did. Yeah,
They did.
Right, okay.
if you shank him right
Uh-huh.
through the throat and kill him, right, we can be like, so when the medic gets you, we can be like, oh look, he slipped and he fell onto his letter opener.
The only actual weapon that I've got is a knife.
When all you've got is a knife.
Well, I don't really just want to fucking knife him. Can I try and knife him in the back of the head, just below the base
You
of the
want
skull,
to-
to get him in the medulla oblongata?
Actually stab him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Go for it.
That is a 4 and a 2. And a 2 presents a problem, I want to say.
Does present a problem.
Can I use a scruple to make it not a problem?
You can use a scruple to add a super success, a bonus. How do bonuses work?
It's a piece of good fortune that improves the situation.
I will absolutely add a scruple for a piece of good fortune in this scenario.
So you're
Yeah, down to one.
going down to one scruple.
One scruple. I can get them back somehow.
You don't know how though.
No, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, so stealth 100, sneak attack.
He was very much distracted by Pug's sort of cavorting and sweating, that without really any difficulty, you step behind him and just stick your knife right in the back of his neck. He slumps forward on his desk and a little pool of blood forms.
Okay, so can the good fortune be that the pool of blood does not get on his clothes in any way?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to hitman the situation, and I'm going to be the guard now.
Okay.
The guard?
Yeah, this guy.
He's not a guard. He's an office man.
Guarding the desk.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna swap. I do a lot of clothes swapping this game.
As you're pulling on his outfit, it doesn't really fit you totally.
Mm-hmm.
There's a swoosh from the left and two medical personnel step out.
Thank God you're here. This man has collapsed.
They go round over. He's been stabbed.
My God, you're right.
What the fuck's going on here?
Someone stabbed him.
See, one of them...
He came in here with this gentleman and complained about having some sort of heart attack, but I guess it was more of a knife attack.
He pulls over. Reggie! He's dead!
Was he called Reggie? What's happened here, lads?
You see the two of them begin reaching for what looks suspiciously like tasers or stun guns in their pouches.
As they're reaching for their tasers, Puck,
Uh-huh.
even though he's sweaty and just threw a fake heart attack, he's going to attempt to shoot them.
Just straight up shoot them, not even like threaten them.
No.
Okay.
Right, shooting is something that Pug does.
Yes.
So, are you going to attempt some sort of fancy shoot and take both of them out?
I will try that. Would that make it
What?
2 dice?
What gun are you using?
I will use my concealed light combat pistol.
Okay. I would say if you're going to try to take out both of them before they advance on you,
Mhm.
I would say that's going to be 2. If you want to take out just one, that's 1 dice.
I'm going to go 2 dice if that's all right.
Okay.
With my track record, I'm sure this will go fine. That is a 6.
Oh my
and
God,
a
Craig.
6 and a 1.
So it's a bonus and a failure.
I would like to use my last scruple.
You're going to use your last scruple.
Yes.
Okay, that's no scruples left.
And Pug has no scruples.
I don't think I have many scruples to begin with. Okay.
So it's just a bonus.
Is that how that works? Because I can negate the...
You've got a 6 and a 1, so the 6 is a bonus and the 1 is a fail. You've used your scruple to
Negate the fail.
negate the fail, so you've succeeded with a bonus.
Can I...
So what form does your bonus take?
I would like to pop both of them in the face
Yeah?
and then have the bonus be that it doesn't sound too loud, you know, like it isn't too much of a...
So
I
you're
would imagine it's a concealed gun. It probably has some sort of silence.
like,
to it.
yeah.
It's not completely quiet. You're not sure if there's anyone else around anyway at this point.
Possibly that we shoot them quick enough that they don't raise more of an alarm. They don't, like...
you're just that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pug whips out his concealed pistol and just drills 2 bullets at close to point blank range into their faces. It's not nice.
Good work. Jesus. Space Jesus. I don't think this is good work. I think this is all going...
Right.
It was already south. This is going Antarctic.
It was already 0 void.
Void 0, right? Listen to me, Roach. You're going to have to keep it together. I've got a strategy. If we
I
just,
don't think you do.
I can take his little phone, his little radio, and I can be like, medical emergency in the room. And they'll send 2 more guys. I can pop those
Don't
guys.
send 2 more guys.
You've spent too much time on planets. This is a space station with a limited number of people. What we've got here is an opportunity.
Right. Do I have in the gear that I've taken off of the first guy, do I have a security pass?
He has a little red pass on him.
Okay. Do the medical staff have security passes?
They have little blue passes on them.
Okay.
Okay. Do they have any offensive weaponry on them of any kind?
They're both carrying 2 stun guns.
Look at this, Roach. They were going for their guns. They
Sure.
deserved death.
Sure. Let's both take one of these, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Wow, which door do you want to go through?
Back up the lift,
Back
probably.
on the lift.
We don't want to be anywhere near this.
I thought you wanted to kill the guy so that we could go through the doors here.
Yeah, but not well. Okay, there's we now have at the entrance to this whole thing. We can hide the bodies and we can see around this place some more. I guess.
Is there any crates or boxes for the cargo lift that we can stuff these bodies into?
No, there's a couple of empty pallets lying nearby. A couple of potted plants, and there's the desk.
There's also exploded head now everywhere now, Pug.
So is there like a mop?
You don't see anything.
Could we potentially use the radio to have maintenance come down?
No.
We could say, right? We could be like, cancel medical. Like, I'm thinking this through. This is not my area of expertise. I don't think this is what Smiley would have done.
Probably not.
But what we can do is we phone up medical and we say, cancel medical. It's all right. It wasn't a heart attack. He was just sick. He was just sick everywhere. Can you send down maintenance with a mop and a bucket? Then I'll conceal myself by the lift. When the janitor comes down with his mop and bucket, pop him in the head, take the mop and bucket, mop everything up, resolve.
Counterplan, right? Get on the radio again and be like, security down to the engine bay. Oh my god, he's got a gun. He's shooting everyone. And then we run the fuck away and hope that this gets blamed on something else.
Well, I like that, but maybe we don't phone security. Maybe we just fake a letter. We fake a letter from Reggie. The stress got to him. It was all too much. And he always hated these 2. He wanted to be a medical man, but he failed the exam. You could write that.
We leave my knife in one of the hands of the medic guys, and your gun in Reggie's hand.
Yes.
And then hope when the security gets here, they're like, "Well, it's pretty clear what happened here."
I just hope they don't check the camera.
Is there any cameras?
Yep.
I was going to ask about that. Is any of the cameras connected to the desk? Is there any
No. This is where you go when you want to arrange getting your ship fueled up.
Uh-huh.
A relatively simple operation, it must be said, that you 2 have managed to... what's filming, actually, really, at this point? I didn't think it would be getting to this stage already. You're 2 minutes on board.
Only 3 people are dead.
What we're doing is we're getting out of here.
Okay.
The only question is, do we go further into this level with the passes that we have now, or do we run and hope that we can avoid being spotted long enough?
I think we go further into the levels, and then your plan about damaging the fuel stuff, the engineering down below to create a scary scenario that panics people, that allows us to escape, is good.
I think we've already created a panicky, scary scenario in the lower levels, man, but sure.
No, we need like a kind of clock, a ticking clock. We're like, oh no, it's going to explode, that kind of a thing.
Uh-huh.
Although there's no fuel, so how is it going to explode? Let's go into the core.
Sure.
So, as I said, there's 3 or 4 doors with various levels of security clearance. You guys have red and blue passes.
We have turned this scenario into a level of doom.
Yes. There are no doors with blue passes.
Okay.
I assume they're medical passes, because they're blue.
Are you going to go through one of the red doors?
Yes.
What are the red doors labelled? Because you were saying some of them were labelled things.
There's a string of numbers and letters on them, and you're not sure what they mean.
Okay, well, we'll go through one of them.
What we do, we'll hide the bodies as best we can in the desk.
Under the desk.
Under the
okay.
desk.
There's still blood all over the carpet, all over the desk.
Let's assume that they just think that's from me.
Sure.
Because I'm covered in blood.
Sure.
Bits.
Sure. We can't make it better. So, sure.
I think this is taking a turn for the best.
Let's go through one of the doors.
You go through one of the doors, it opens out into a large space. There's a gantry, and then you're looking down. There's a vast almost like some sort of turbine-like machine. The sound I described earlier, this sort of vibration, is a lot louder in here.
Oh, we could chuck their bodies in the turbines.
It's not like a rotating turbine.
Oh.
It's like more like a sort of enormous, like...
Engine.
It's not an engine, because this place is solar powered. It's got the big solar panels. But it's mostly... You can go down another level, and there's various controls. There's a sort of panel with various... It looks like there's a screen, obviously, and there's a keyboard. There's analog dials. You know that analog things are more reliable.
Uh-huh.
So this is possibly something for either converting the hydrogen into fuel or for fueling ships, you're not sure.
Okay.
And is there anybody about?
There's nobody about, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
Good.
I'd like to go up to some of the panels. I'd like to turn some of them to maximum.
But can we look at what they do first?
Good idea, Roach. This is why you're the brains of the operation.
I'm not the brains of the operation. I'm supposed to be the sneaky guy.
You did really well. I didn't even see you stab that guy.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's got things like filtration rate. Seems to be something you're not quite sure what that means. You would guess it's something to do with making the fuel.
Mm.
Is there like an indicator of a reservoir? Is there like maybe a little bit of fuel that they still have, like enough to get out of here?
One of the screens has a big bar at the side, and it's sitting. It says 0%.
Oh my god!
It's all right. I've got this. I'll just start booping the buttons, just smash them with my big meaty claws, and I'll set some of the dials to 0 and some of the dials to maximum, and flip the switches. Any effect?
Nothing obvious happens.
Yeah.
At this point, I
Is
genuinely...
there like a lever I can like turn all the way and then break off?
No. It's more computerized controls.
Mm.
At this point, genuinely, like our best option may be to just go back to the dock and try and fight our way to overtake one of the ships that are there.
What
And
if-
just leave.
What if we just like settle down here though?
Then we get killed by the ISOs,
They don't know.
who have a couple of murders to add to the rap sheet now.
They don't know we're here.
Yeah,
And
they do.
No, how do they know we're here?
Because they're chasing after us, and they're going to get through the warp gate.
You're hoping you've lost them.
Yeah.
Well,
I think this place is quite cozy. We could become workers here. We could become workers harvesting hydrogen.
I can't with this fucking guy.
You're not off to a strong start.
No.
If that was what you wanted to do,
I'm not
Maybe-
good at keeping a low profile.
clearly, I maybe wouldn't have opened with a triple homicide.
Yeah.
Well, there might be a new killer on the station.
There clearly is.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Yeah, but like a serial killer. It could be his MO. We could start that rumour. This is it, right? We go back up to the market and we'd start a rumour that there's a killer on the loose.
Let's look for... They might have a security room that's like nearby where we can delete the footage from.
Oh.
That might be something that could help us out. So let's stop sabotaging the extremely important equipment that keeps this place in space and look see if we can do that. And I'm going to look around like to other areas as stealthily as possible.
There's one other red door.
Okay, go through the red door.
Go through that, and that seems to be some sort of locker room.
Oh.
There's various just like overalls hanging up. There is. Don't know whether it's any use to you, but there's a small cupboard with mop and bucket and stuff like that.
Okay, right, great, yeah.
So let's change our uniforms into, is it janitorial uniforms?
There
or-
are janitorial uniforms in there as well, yes.
There's
Yeah.
still the fucking cameras, though.
Yeah, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, you're overthinking it.
I don't think I am. I think you're very much underthinking it.
Change into mop and bucket uniform and get the mop and bucket.
Uh-huh.
At any point, have we seen any spacesuits? Any?
No,
No spacesuits.
no, this wouldn't be the sort of place where they would keep them.
Okay. Is there no other way out except going back the way we came?
As far as you're aware,
As
yeah.
far as yeah.
Okay. Well,
There are other doors, but you don't have clearance for them.
What card do they need?
There's a yellow, a green one, and a indigo purple sort of.
Indigo purple.
okay. Well, I'd love to hack one of those doors, but I don't think that's a thing I can do.
They're big, sturdy metal reinforced numbers.
In the big room with all the machinery, like,
Uh-huh.
can I see over the edge of the area where we're in? Because you were saying we're high up and you can go down a level.
Yeah.
Are there any other entrances or exits from there?
Looking down, you can see that the actual machinery was suspended by spokes coming out the wall,
Uh-huh.
and looking downwards, you can see it's really vertigo-inducing, quite a big long drop, and you can see two absolutely enormous sets of doors, like a bulkhead doors, blast doors sort of thing.
Okay, is there any controls that I can see from this vantage point to use those doors?
I mean, I wouldn't imagine that you want to open it out into the cold
Just into space. Right, okay.
Not right now, but I mean, that could cause a problem for people.
This is probably where the gas ship returns. It probably docks in here. And
Okay,
that's where the processing is done.
Right.
Well, we know it's coming back in 3 to 4 to 5 units.
Yeah. All we can do is get out of here through a fucking lift and be immediately arrested at the other end when the security forces have definitely seen the security footage.
They might not be manning it. You know, they might review it every night.
Yeah.
They might spend...
We can only hope.
Every night, they might watch through the previous 24 hours worth of footage.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I rolled a 4 there. Why did I roll a dice? We'll see.
We'll, sure.
Okay, so dressed in janitorial uniforms, is that right?
With a mop and a bucket.
With a mop and bucket.
I guess we're just poorly playing Hitman. It's Doom and it's Hitman.
I think we're doing quite well.
You head back up, so you're now in that section just outside the airlock. What's your next move?
I pushed for going lower. What's your plan now, Roach?
So we need to go and find another way to change our disguise, because preferably somewhere where there isn't any security footage. So maybe the market might be very dangerous, but like we can maybe find somewhere that isn't surveilled that has other clothes, buy some clothes, change into them, and then not have our faces exposed and stuff like that.
I really like your plan. I just want to dive deeper into your fear of markets. What happened to you at markets?
What are you talking about?
You're saying it's very dangerous. I've never been to a dangerous market.
Yeah, there's like pickpockets and...
Pickpockets in space?
There's like pickpockets and cops at markets a lot of the time, and people that can witness you.
You see cops around every corner, man. You need to chill. Everything's perfectly fine. Yes, all of our friends...
I'm just going to walk away.
Our friends exploded today, and you stabbed that man, but like, it's fine.
It's been a hell of a day.
Heading upwards in the lift then?
I think, yeah, because we want to go to the commerce floor.
No, there's the lower commerce deck and the upper commerce deck.
Lower, I guess.
You push up in the elevator and it opens, and immediately your senses are assailed by the smell of bodies, the smell of...
Quite used to that.
Yeah, maybe slightly unwashed bodies, the smell of cooking food. You can hear this place is really loud, and there's various music coming from different places all competing. Quite a hubbub. You can see it's a really large, sort of massive circular area, and there are actual shops and bars and restaurants and things that you can go into all around the outside, and then the centre is all just various stalls. There's a big neon sign that says Butter Row.
Okay.
This is the famous Cutter Row that we heard of.
Case in the joint are the security cameras.
You don't see any immediately, but you'd be surprised if there's none.
Okay, but I'm looking for them and I don't see them.
Oh, there's one in the lift.
There's one in the lift, yeah, but like in Cutter's Row.
Yeah, not obviously.
I want to find like the lowest security place where they have clothes.
The ceiling's fairly high. There's a lot of flags and streamers and things sort of hanging down off it, like centuries of decoration. But you can't really see what's up there.
Okay, but that's good, because if there are cameras behind flags, then you can't see us because they're behind flags.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so...
I love watching you work. We're very different people. I'm bold and brash. You're a scuttling little...
Shut up. See that stall over there? The one that, like, I think that one's got a fitting room. Go and buy something that's, like, not all that standout and has a hat, like an outfit, a new outfit, buy a new outfit, right? And change into that. I'm going to go to that different one over there so that they don't have witnesses that can say these two guys who look exactly like this both came in. And then I'm going to buy a different outfit.
And then lunch.
Sure, meet over there, and I'll point to whatever looks like it's a bar or something.
I'm very excited to see your outfits.
You both go to different stalls selling second-hand clothing. We're not going to roleplay it, just describe me what you pick out.
I get a baseball cap and a scarf.
Right.
And a big puffy jacket.
Okay.
And under that there are fisherman's trousers. You know, like the leathery, waterproof, wading ones that are held up by suspenders. No top.
Right.
It's just bare chest under that. But it's got like a jacket over it and the suspenders and things. But
you look like a scummer.
Exactly. And then some shoes.
Okay.
Jacket, hood, big poncho.
Right, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Roach is sporting a slight Clint Eastwood vibe now.
Yeah, with the hood up. It's like a cozy hood.
You buy your clothes, it costs About 20 credits.
Okay.
And you convene over at a stall selling deep-fried Cynthia shrimp.
Did you want me to keep the mop and bucket, or should I have left that?
You should probably have discarded that somewhere, yeah.
I'll just put it down at the side of the table.
Okay.
Okay, we've done the bare minimum that we can do to not definitely be the guys that did that.
Uh-huh.
What are we going to do now?
Cynthia shrimp. Have you ever had Cynthia shrimp?
Cynthia shrimp.
Have you ever had shrimp?
I've had Cynthia shrimp many a time.
Okay, well this won't be very exciting for you.
No.
5 rounds of Cynthia shrimp, please, my good sir.
So a very, very large man with big greasy skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's got a big container full of this boiling shrimp. He just scoops out a big scoopful, basically, into a little cardboard tray for you. And then you get to pick a nice wee sauce that goes along with it.
Ooh, lovely.
Brown for me.
I'll say my compliments to the chef, and
He just grunts.
I'll lean in and I'm like, have you heard about this gun knife killer that's on the loose?
I'm just going to hide my face in the hands.
A killer on the loose.
Yeah, so I've heard on the grapevine, he uses, unusually and characteristically uses both a gun and a knife.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out. I believe there's only one of them, and I'll look at Roach,
I'm pretending that we don't know each other at the moment.
and he kills for fun.
Yep.
Basically tell your friends that.
Sure. Keep an eye out, pal.
I'm just eating my shrimp.
Don't worry, Roach, I've solved it.
So, at various intervals around this circular area, there are what look like windows, but you know they're not because a space station wouldn't have windows.
Mm-hmm.
But they're large screens showing what's going on outside, out in space most of the time. And you can see there seems to be a little bit of excitement. A lot of people have gathered round and they seem to be looking at something.
Okay.
I'll take my shrimp and I'll go have a look.
You can touch a section of the wall and you can zoom in
Mm.
and you can see that people have done this. And they've zoomed in on the section of the system where the warp gate is. And you can see that emerging from the warp gate, you recognise this, it's a famous ship. It's the ISS Relentless. It's a Scimitar-class pursuit ship, followed closely by 2 Nova-class gunships. As I said, you recognise this is the ISS Relentless. It's one of the flagships of the ISO. You know it's commanded by Cornelia Coates, who's a notorious hunter in the ISOs. She was rumoured to have committed so many war crimes during the Unification Wars.
Okay.
Your hearts sink.
We're no more dead than we were 5 minutes ago, really?
I don't think they'd push for the death penalty. What I think we should do...
There's a lot of hubbub of conversation. The ISO's here. Look, that's the Relentless.
I'll lean into the people saying that and be like, yes, I hear there's a serial killer on the station. Uses both a gun and a knife, I hear.
Well, the ISOs wouldn't bother with something like that. That would be something for station security. But the Relentless here. Cornelia Coates. Must be something important.
Interesting. Strategy, Roach. Should we go to the highest levels of the station, right? To the station command. Shoot our way in, right? And then pretend that we are station command. Hail the Relentless. Secede from the Empire. And then have them then launch an attack on the station. And in the confusion, escape.
I can see a hole in that plan. There's definitely a step 3 question mark, step 4 profit going on there.
Because we're like, oh, we want all the hydrogen for ourselves. Fuck the ISOs and the Empire. And then when we're saying that, we're actually running to the escape pods.
So you're assuming there's escape pods?
There must be some. Do you know about hydrogen?
Do I know about hydrogen?
Yes. Could we take the hydrogen exam and become hydrogen engineers? We could go down into the gas giant on that ship. And then when they search the station, right, we won't be on the station because we'll be doing a hard day's graft, inhaling helium. Hydrogen.
Okay.
I ask because I don't know about it, but you seem very knowledgeable.
Okay.
So it did take your ship about 3 units to get from the warp
Yeah.
gate to the station. The Relentless looks like it's going at a fair clip, faster though.
Yeah. So we probably don't have time to take an exam. Can I just ask someone, hey, how do people, leave this station?
How did you get here, buddy?
I got passage from someone, but, they kicked me off. Yeah.
You had very, very difficult political views.
I don't know who this man is. Carry on.
Well, the big transporter comes by every 2 cycles or so.
2 cycles.
24 units in a cycle.
25,
No,
weirdly.
24 units in a day.
That's a week.
7 days in a cycle.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so like how long until the next time it comes? Every 2 cycles.
Oh, it's not been that long since the last one.
Right, gotcha. Thanks, buddy. We need to steal a ship.
We need to steal a
We need
ship.
to steal a ship.
Okay.
We need to steal a ship and get away. And maybe, actually, we do need to create a diversion.
Should we go back down into the bowels and fiddle with the controls more until...
No, because I don't think that's going to do anything. I think we maybe need to... I don't even fucking know what we need to do. Oh, I don't know. Is this space station, like, armed? Does it have guns outside? Can we have the space station shoot at the Relentless?
It's not a military station.
Yeah.
You know that it's not unusual for them to have lasers for taking out perhaps any asteroids or comets that might be getting a bit too close, and might possibly have missiles, or even some of them have a railgun for that purpose, but they're not really military grade weapons.
I'm not expecting to win the fight.
No, you wouldn't fancy in a small Hicks station like this, you wouldn't fancy its chances in a attractive engagement against
The flagship of the Imperial.
the flagship of
No.
against a Scimitar class and 2 Nova class gunships.
That's why I thought my idea of seceding from the Empire over the radio was good, because then they would fire on us.
Yeah, I'm expecting them to fire on us.
Fire.
We fire on them, they return fire. While they're returning fire, we steal a ship and run away.
I think if we steal a ship and run away, they'll just hunt us down.
Yeah, like they are right now.
I think we need to imply a bit of stealth and covert tactics on this.
Go on.
That's all I was thinking. Maybe we can bribe this war crime general. Maybe we can be like, maybe we can give you a cool mill if you look the other way.
Or they could kill us and take it.
They could, sure.
Okay, like what other levels are there on this place again?
The upper commerce deck.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the people around us can be like, see the upper commerce deck, is that for fancy? Is that where the fancy people live?
A bit more expensive.
Hmm.
And then above that, there's the lower habitation deck, the upper habitation deck, then there's command deck, and there's another maintenance deck above that.
Maybe go to the command deck and sneak our way into the controls and try and shoot at the fucking Relentless.
No, I think you're thinking about this, like, you're a knife man, you're thinking about knifing them. What if we shot ourselves in the foot, metaphorically? What
I
if
think we
we
did already.
What if we have the station fire on itself? Presumably it's been kept in orbit somehow. If we, like, lower it into the gas giant, and then we can be like, sorry, you can't come into the station to investigate us.
Because we're all dead.
No, we're just a bit cloudy.
I don't know what to say to that. That seems like a bad idea. Crash the space station into the planet. Seems like a bad idea.
We could have fired the comet lasers into the planet, because it's a gas giant, igniting the planet. Profit.
Scientifically, I don't know if that would work or not.
I'm not a
Because
scientist.
if the atmosphere is hydrogen, then yes, it's flammable.
It's got
But
hydrogen in it.
it's only flammable if it's got enough oxygen in it to react with the hydrogen with the laser.
You had a better schooling than I did, Roach. I mainly grew up on the mean streets. Let's go up a level. Because here's the thing, right? It's going to take an hour for them to get here, and then they'll have to go up the various levels. Like
Looking for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go up the next level and see what's happening.
Okay.
You get back in the lift and you head up to the upper commerce deck, and you can see this is a similar layout as the deck below. But you can see the shops look a lot fancier. There's a lot more sort of hotels, there's fancy clubs, restaurants. There's a banking node. Rather than the market, the large central area is all terraformed like grass, and there's little fountains, and there's a little park and things. It's a lot nicer.
Okay, I've got a plan for me. Was it this level or the last level that had the prostitutes?
You didn't see any prostitutes.
I mean, there's hotels here.
There's hotels. We could become male prostitutes.
And
Profit.
They're not going to suspect prostitutes as being the guys, right? Hear me out. This is my line of thought. They could come in, investigate the station, right? At what point are they going to suspect that the criminals that knocked over the first Bank of Luna, or whatever it was, came to this station, killed 3 men, and then became male prostitutes? They are
probably when they cross-reference our ID at the door, and then look at the security footage of the murder that just happened, and then follow the people from the security footage on further security footage, and like put two and two together that it's probably the other two guys wearing different clothes that came up to the and then became two male prostitutes. I don't think this is anything. I don't think this is anything.
So you're not pro becoming male prostitutes to...
No.
Okay. What? So there's clubs. Is there a casino?
There's the Nexus Club. It's quite a large establishment. It goes back some way. You can hear more tasteful music sort of filtering out. It looks like there's exotic dancing, there's gambling tables, there's karaoke booths. It looks like this place has everything.
I've got karaoke, Roach.
One of you has dice of some sort? A specific sort of dice?
Oh, yeah.
Weighted dice.
That's true.
We could go to the casino.
Just weighted dice.
Listen, the one problem that we don't have is that we don't have enough money. Okay?
Well, I'm thinking we could double it. We could wager it at the casino. You could cheat in gambling, and then we'd have double the profits.
Now, as you're standing outside, you notice on the other side of this massive space, you can see a couple of grey-suited security guards. And it looks like they seem to be stopping people and checking their IDs.
Oh. Well, good thing we've got fake IDs.
Yeah.
Or the real IDs. Whatever IDs we didn't show them at the start, we can show them now.
So I'm just going to go in a different direction. Looking like I go in exactly where I intended to the first time, I'm going to fade away.
Roll a dice.
Okay. Fading away is one of the things I'm good at.
Yep.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1. As a failure. I'm not going to use my scruples because I feel like there's going to be better times to use them.
Okay. One of the security guards looks over and you were trying to do your usual blend in, but somehow that made you look more suspicious and you've now attracted the attention of the security guards.
Okay.
See, there's two guys. They're in sort of black reflective helmets, visors, grey uniforms. They've got that sort of small town cop vibe to them, but they're carrying laser rifles though. And the two of them see you and says, "Hey, excuse me, buddy, hey, buddy, mind if we check your ID?"
Yeah, sure. And I'll show them the other ID that we apparently have, the one that I didn't check in on the station.
Smiley gave us a little package that had stickers and IDs in it.
You're bad at talking to people, so I think you're going to have to roll 3 dice.
3! Okay. None of those are 1s.
Or problems.
You whip out your fake ID, which they scan. They look at you, they look at your ID, they look back, they pass it back to you. "Sorry to bother you, buddy."
No problem, officer.
And they move off looking at other people.
Okay.
Good work, Roach.
That was a close one.
Sure.
I was this close to faking a heart attack.
Okay.
We need to go up a level.
Okay. I don't really see that there's anything here.
You can see that there's a fairly burly, thick-set man, and he seems to be having an argument with some of the security guards.
Okay, what's he saying? I can use my peeking ability to listen in.
You notice that this large man, he's wearing a jumpsuit with the Rhombus Corporation logo on it.
Okay.
He said, "Listen, man, I don't care about any lockdown. Our shipment's got to get to Andromeda in the next cycle. I've got targets to meet." He said, "I'm very sorry, sir. We've had an order from the ISO. All ships are locked down. This is unacceptable. I want to speak to Chief Dedson." And he said, "This goes above Chief Dedson, sir, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry." The man storms off.
Can we follow after the man?
Yeah.
Hello, man.
Turns round, he goes, "Who are you?"
We're janitors.
We're not janitors.
"You look like scummers to me."
How
Listen,
dare you,
we're-
sir?
We're private individuals who are looking to get off of this fucking place. And
In a hurry, perhaps?
no, just we don't have our ride anymore. And I was hearing you saying that you need to get off of this place too. And maybe we could get a job with Rhombus for a while and help you out with that.
Do I look like an HR department?
I mean, is anybody in HR department on the space station right now?
Well, it's more informal out here on the fringe. What do you have in mind?
Well, you seem to be having problems with the law around here. They're not letting you go. Is there anything that you can maybe think of that someone could help that? Or, like, if something were to happen that would help you out with that, that would just not necessarily be your doing, would that be beneficial?
Well, I'm Captain Leroy of the Rifter. My ship is getting repaired. Should be done by now, and we need to go.
Yeah.
I've got targets to meet, and the enormous corporation, as you probably guessed, pretty strict with its targets. I've got light windows, all that.
Do you pee in bottles?
Sometimes.
Same. I don't need to.
You don't need to.
I don't need to. It's just a thing I picked up.
We're looking for a next job.
Not sure. What can you offer me then?
We have skills in janitorial.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasuring people.
Raises an eyebrow.
What else have we done in the last
I met
hour?
this guy today. Like, I don't know.
We did. It's been a long afternoon. The morning was brisk.
Brutal.
That's the word he was looking for.
Yeah. So, what's stopping you right now?
The system's on lockdown. They're not going to open the airlock to let us out.
And do you know how to open the airlock?
Well, that'd be up in the command deck. That's how you control this sort of things.
How do you gain access to the command deck? What colour card
The
do you
lift.
use? Oh, the lift, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure like you can't just go up, right? You can't just go up, right?
Tried to speak to Chief Dedson, but it's not any use. Not anything he can do. He's been overruled. And then Commander Solace, he's too busy
Okay.
Why is he busy?
running the station.
If we can get the airlock open, can we get a job for the next, 4 cycles, something like that, and safe passage to Andromeda?
You can persuade them to let us out, yeah.
Well, I have heard that there's a serial killer on the loose.
We have a thing to go on.
You do know from your initial scan of the system that there's another warp gate at the far side of the system. You came through warp gate alpha.
Yep.
And there's a warp gate gamma at the far end. And presumably that's the one you would...
Yeah, probably the one furthest away from the battleship, yeah.
I think we should go up a level.
So, okay, let's actually think about what we're doing.
We go up a level, right?
What we're doing is,
Uh-huh.
we either try and go to the command level and bribe somebody to open up the gate for us, or failing that, we can use violence to get in ourselves. Hopefully there might be something where we can use our key cards that we got. Failing all of that, we can go back to the place where the gates actually are and bribe the guy who actually operates the gates, which might work.
And he likes us because he's a hick. Here's the plan, right? Roach, I need you on board for this one. There's purple key cards. Royalty, Regality, probably the command level ones, right? What we need to do is go up to the upper habitation level and do a little bit of light home invasion.
We don't know that we need any key cards at all.
But we should do it, because we could then get uniforms that could allow us access into the command module. And then once we're in there, we can start blasting. / you can do the talking. I know you're not good at it.
No.
I'll do the talking. I'll talk our way through it. I'll be like, hello, can you open the gates?
I almost feel like you not having to take a test on talking and just saying exactly what you want is as bad as me failing a talking test.
Right, we're going up to the habitation level 2, the higher-ups.
Can we start by trying to go to the command deck?
Okay, yes, yeah, we can scope it out. You're a stealthy guy.
Hopefully it won't just open up its doors and there'll immediately be a guy at a desk looking directly at the doors going in like there was the last time we tried something.
Ricky, he was nice, wasn't he?
Was.
Reggie.
Yeah, I know it's Reggie, but doesn't remember. Why did you stab him directly in the brain?
Because I wanted it to be quick and silent.
Okay. Attempt to go to the command module.
Okay, you push the top button, which takes you up to the command deck. This opens out onto sort of platform, like a viewing area. You can look down and you can see there seems to be maybe 10 or so command crew at various posts. Just, it's quite Star Trek-y, quite Deep Space Nine-y. They're all at their little computers. You're not sure what they're doing. And you're looking down from this sort of gantry on to them. There's a glass see-through wall. Obviously, visitors are allowed to come up and watch this. There's a set of steps up the middle, and there's a closed door. There's 2 security guards standing there. Looking further down, there seems to be a man in a somewhat fancier uniform walking from station to station. He's quite a short little red-faced man with a ball patch on top. You're looking down directly on his ball patch, and he seems quite angry. He seems to be shouting at the people operating the computers. He seems to be some sort of, he just looks like some sort of petty managerial tyrant type.
Right, who should we shoot then?
No one. So where we are, is there anything anywhere else where we can explore?
Not really. There's a sort of viewing port off to your left that has quite a dramatic view of the gas giant. You see this black dot gradually getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the fuel ship seems to be returning.
Ooh, it's returning. We can get fuel.
Yeah,
We could go back down to that floor where the men's bits are, and then
I think that there may be problems with that. So there's like no way actually into the command center from the command center exit.
There's only one way in. There's 2 security guards standing there.
Hello, security men.
Oh, I'm afraid you can't go past this point, sir.
That's all right. We are space station enthusiasts.
All right.
Maybe like a train spotter, a space train spotter, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a nice operation you've got here. Quite nice. I like the view of the planet there. That's cool.
The slightly older one looks at you suspiciously. You wouldn't mind showing us your ID there, my friend?
Yes, and I'll show him the one that was the different one from the one I showed previously.
So this is your real one.
Yeah. Would you like me to roll dice?
I think
It's not a thing you're bad at necessarily. Well, actually,
Keeping a low profile. It's not my job to keep a low profile.
Are you showing them your actual ID?
Now, the way you phrased that makes me feel that I shouldn't show them my actual ID, but
Well.
doesn't the other one relate back?
if you may remember some setting details that were discussed previously.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's okay. You don't
the
remember.
fact that they've locked down the station
Mm.
means they've probably had some sort of transmission from the ISOs at this point.
Yeah, oh, okay, so I'll show them.
Because they wouldn't have had any transmission
okay.
before because it was on the other end of the
Yeah,
warp gate.
okay,
And now
okay.
the ship is coming through the warp gate.
Okay, I'll show them my fake ID.
That might not really be any better, but
I would like to roll 3 dice.
That's a 1, a 3, and a 5.
I'll scruples the one. So that's the first time I've scrupled.
Thanks, man.
I don't know how that works in universe, but
No, that's fine. He sort of squints at it, and he squints at you. And he sort of shakes his head and passes it back to you.
Thanks, man. All above board. You're security man, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard this rumor?
A rumour.
There's a rumor. Well, it's more than a rumor. I would say. I'd say it's absolute fact.
The shapeshifter.
It's the shapeshifter.
You've heard about that.
Well, yeah.
There's nothing to it. Don't listen to what they say. Like it's just an old wives' tale.
Well, I mean, maybe I've heard a different thing. I thought it was very real.
Shape-shifting killer that like lives in the vents and things.
Lives in the vents, uses a gun and a knife.
No. It's got it sucks the skin off people.
It sucks the skin off people. That's a bit of a problem. The one I've heard of definitely doesn't suck any skin off anybody.
They say the skin sucker it came up in a shipment of hydrogen. It's something that's native to the planet down below. I heard about it on a podcast. And the other guy's like, shut up about the skin sucker, Marv.
That sounds like a bit of a problem. We even though we're sort of nerdy space station enthusiasts, we'd absolutely go into the vents for you.
The other slightly older man says, there's no skin sucker.
Has anybody had their skin sucked?
No. Well, that's because they've not found the bodies. It's got a nest.
Of just skinless.
It makes a nest out of the skin.
So there's so much skin. Wow. Like, even if that is just made up in a bit of like texture, I'm very scared. We're the least of the station's problems, apparently.
do you think that if I turned myself in, I might get a plea deal?
Are you talking out of...
I'm not saying that out loud, no.
You're
But,
starting to think that, though.
Yeah.
How many, so the skin sucker, how many, I mean, like, you're a sizable security force, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many, like, there must be hundreds of you, right?
There's a few of us.
Yeah, that's good for us. I suppose if there's only a few of you, you might not be able to find the skin sucker that definitely exists in the vents.
I think Chief Destin's covering it up. He doesn't want anyone to know.
Because he's in league with the skin sucker.
I mean, like,
Might be, now that I think about it.
are there vents?
Now that you think about it, he's one of these, higher ups that he's probably sucked a bit of skin himself in his time.
As you're having this conversation, the Relentless is powering ever closer.
Yeah, so can I see through the viewing glass any vents in the actual control room?
Nothing obvious. There's a strong likelihood this guy is just a bored security guard worker who listens to too many podcasts.
So there's new events that I can John McClane my way through.
No, I wouldn't imagine they'd be big enough for a full-grown man. I mean, the skin sucker can maybe stretch itself or something.
Because of the shapeshifter.
It's a shapeshifter.
Obviously, I'm picking up that this guy is just talking crap.
Oh.
There's nothing for us here, unless we want to blast our way in.
And suck the skin of these men.
We have no authority here, we can't talk our way in, we've got no leverage.
Right, so there's no security guards down in the actual bridge area. There's only these two up here.
Yeah, okay, so we could probably blast our way in.
It's not out of the question. You could probably take these two. Whatever you do would have to be fairly prompt after that, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do we, for the sake of doing something, do we just blast our way in?
I'm excited. We were talking about this earlier, where you were like, we could secede from the Empire and then have like we could hold the guy hostage and be like, say this to.
We
the
don't
ship.
need to hold anybody hostage. We need to find how to operate the let you out docks, open them, and get out.
I'm sure the command module would operate that.
Yeah.
But like my worry is that if we do get out and like they see a little ship escaping, they'll just pursue the little
Of course
ship.
they will. Of course they. What else are we going to do?
Well, we could command the little ship to leave, and it could be a decoy ship.
Okay.
And then when it's pursuing that, we could start new lives on the station. I could have a heart attack. Normally, right? This is genuine. Normally, I'd be like, we should just blast our way in, do stuff. I'm very invested in this podcaster guy now. I don't want any harm to befall him. I wish him the best.
He says, have you listened to Cryptids of the Deep Space Stations?
No! Can you link me?
Fuck it, we're dead anyway. I'm going to taser the podcast man.
No! What are you doing?
Okay, do you have any combat-related things?
Not really. I've got a knife that is in my starting equipment, so like I know how to use knives. I took that taser off of the medical crew.
Okay, I would say it's slightly outside your realm of expertise, but he's not expecting it, so 2 dice.
2 dice. Okay. I will roll 2 dice. That's 2 4s.
Okay. You whip out the taser and you just immediately stun him. He goes, oh, it's really... Oh! He just wasn't expecting it.
And then I'll turn to the other guy and be like, I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear about the skin sucker for 1 more second.
Okay,
and try and stop that.
This other guy is now prepared. He's reaching for his gun, so you're going to roll 3 dice.
Yeah. 6, 1, and 2.
You do have scruples left.
I do. How bad is it going to go if I...
So a failure means you don't get your bonus from the 6. So a 6, a 2, and a 1. Your 2 is still a problem.
Oh, really?
You
Okay.
can't get rid of the 2, I'm afraid.
So I always fail if I have the 1 there at all.
The 1 is a failure.
But it's a failure and a problem and a bonus.
I'll use a scruple to remove the failure.
Okay.
So it succeeds with a bonus and a problem.
You weren't quite quick enough. He's pressed some sort of alarm on him, and you can see that red lights have come on down in the bridge below, and you can see everyone's looking up and they've been alerted to what's going on.
Okay. Well, that's always going to happen anyway.
But he has been tased.
Yes, he's stunned.
Okay.
What could the bonus be?
Well, what's your next move, and I'll tell you.
Basically, I was just going to take his gun and go in, and I guess this is a... I said it before, we're just playing a Doom level.
Yep.
Like,
The actual door wasn't locked in any way.
okay.
It wasn't sealed. You burst through, you're onto the top landing, and you're holding your gun out. It's a bit like the start of Pulp Fiction. Everyone be cool.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What does Buck do?
Are we going to negotiate our way through this, or are we just going to like pick them off one by one?
What I think is...
They're all at their consoles, and they all look startled, and they all put their hands up. Not very much not wanting to get shot.
Okay.
The angry man looks up. What the fuck is this?
And I'm going to say, like, this is the fucking last day of your life if you're not careful, man. Like, be cool, don't make a problem, there won't be a problem.
Well, okay, you're clearly inexperienced here. Right. You're the guy in charge.
I'm Chief Deadson.
Open the goddamn gates!
Who is your second in command?
I'm the second in command.
Oh, you're the second in command. You have
So
the noble bearing of like a first in command. I saw you and I assumed you were the guy.
Open the goddamn gates!
You want the airlocks open?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't want any problems here. And I'm responsible for the lives of these men and women. So I'll open the airlock for you.
Whoa. All of them.
There's a bunch of switches. He goes... There you go.
Can you turn... What's keeping us in orbit?
It's a completely different thing altogether.
Okay.
Is there somebody like close by to me?
At the moment you're standing, you just entered, you're at the top of this landing looking down at them,
Uh-huh.
and there's stairs down.
Okay, I'm going to go down the stairs. I'm going to go to the nearest guy at a console. And you're like, right, you're coming with us. And I'm just going to take him as a hostage.
There's a nervous, weedy man he's got sort of like cyber glasses, on,
Uh-huh.
you know. Oh no!
Hey, not my first choice either, guy, but like, things are happening.
He actually starts to pee himself.
Oh dear. I don't think we can leave anyone alive. I don't think we can leave, and I don't think we can leave anyone alive, because they're just going to close... When we leave, they're just going to close the things.
Well, if that happens, this guy's dying.
Well, I don't care. Look, he's a horrible middle manager guy.
What do you want to do?
Well, we could tell everybody to leave, so no one can switch the switches.
Is that what you're going to do?
My natural instinct is to kill everyone. I think that might be too grim for a podcast.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of already established.
I've only killed 2 or 3 men. Killing a room of, like, unarmed, civilian-ish guys is a bit much. I just want it on record that if we go with this hostage situation bit and we try to leave, I think they're just going to close the doors on us.
I don't know what to do. So, are you going to kill the guys or not?
Fucking tie him up or something.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna have
Fucking tie him to the chairs or something, come on!
Okay, we'll tie them to the chairs and gag them.
Right.
With all the rope that we have.
There's cables, there's duct tape, there's things that you find lying about. Which
I'm good at smashing, so I can rip copper wire from the wall.
Oh, well, why not just smash the controls so that they can't turn
I'll
it
do a
off?
bit of that as well.
Okay, yep, you smash up a control, and then there's enough duct tape lying about. That's something that every station always has lots of.
Hog tie them all.
Yep, okay. How do you tie them all together? Or
Like a rat king, yes.
Right,
Hog tie position, rat king together.
right. Okay, they're all tied together.
Well, you're doing that. I'm away with the guy, with the hostage.
Okay, well, I don't have time to write, like, skin sucker in duct tape. Like, I've started to write it, but, like, you start to leave and I'm like, oh, shit.
Okay, so yeah, we're just going down to the exit level, like immediately, I think, and getting out there. And if anybody's anywhere close to us, I've got the gun up to the guys.
Yeah, should we just go straight back down the lift?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the lift, while the music's playing.
You've got the gun held up to the guy. He's sweating. He's shaking. There's a little wet patch on his trousers.
Yeah.
And yeah, this elevator music's playing as the lift goes down.
I'll be like brandishing my hunting rifle and be like, "Do you hear about this skin sucker then?
The what?
There's a skin sucker in your vents."
You're going to suck my skin?
No, we didn't say that. Not yet, anyway. There's like a creature, like an alien or something, which don't exist, but like I heard from a reliable source, from a man that's listened to a podcast, that there's a skin sucker. Also, there's an unrelated serial killer that is killing people with guns and swords. Knives, I should say. The key point of this conversation is I just wanted to chat to you and let you know that you're probably going to die, but do you have a card on you?
The top pocket.
Thank you. I'll take that. And what colour is it?
It's orange.
Ooh, we got an orange
We
card.
didn't have orange, yeah. Okay, once the doors open, if there's anybody around, I'm just gonna be like, stay back! I've got this gun on this guy. I'm gonna shoot him if you stop me.
You half run, half drag with this guy back into the airlock, and you can see the bulky shape of the endless wind. You can already hear its engines are starting up.
Okay, we're going on. We're just sprinting.
You're taking the guy with you?
Yeah.
If he's like slowing me down,
I'll carry him.
whatever.
Underarm.
You drag this guy on up the deck and into this large empty black space that only has a single large crate which is attached with magnet clamps to the floor. You see there's a couple of people in Rhombus Corporation uniforms, and they look at you and go, "What the hell, man?"
Doors open.
We will take questions later.
Captain Leroy appears. "Bit extreme, boys."
Well,
There was a skin sucker!
I agree, but you're taking off now.
The ramp comes up behind him. He's got a little wrist transponder. Goes, "Okay, Gary, ready to go. You don't have permission, but the gates are open." And there's a rumbling and a shaking. All the other crew members have gone off to their various stations at other points. Leroy says, "You two, just find something to strap yourself down. This might be a bit of a bumpy ride."
I've got this duct tape.
There's the full roar of the spacecraft taking off, and the lurch as the G-forces push you right back in. But you and your companion that you brought with you don't really have any, so you're clinging on to the sides. And this one crate that's in the middle, that's maybe about 12 foot by 12 foot, fairly large. There's a noise from inside it. There's something scratching, something large. It feels like
a sucking sound.
Trying to get out.
Oh no!
So, hostage guy, obviously, apologise for the inconvenience. Very much will shoot you still if you're going to be a problem here, but...
just want to go home, man.
You're not going home, at least not for a while. I can, on the download, don't let these guys know, though. Have one of these. And I'll give him a 10 grand credit stick. That's for you. You're cutting on the job.
How good are you at talking to people?
He doesn't look like he's in much a good place to talk to people at the moment.
Once we get through a gate and don't die from the most notorious battleship in all of space, then, that'll set you up one night real nice.
I'm going to call you Frowny.
The G pressure eases off as the ship gets out into actual vacuum. There's still this dreadful sort of noise of something coming from inside this crate.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Are you transporting some sort of man-bear?
None of the people are around.
Ah.
What are you going to do now?
Is there any, way out of the hold?
Well, the funny thing is that when the crew left, they shut the doors behind them, and as you go up, they try and get out of this cargo bay bit. The doors are locked, they're sealed shut. There's a little keypad.
Oh no. We're bad people that has a bad thing happen to them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just aim our guns at the crate and wait for the xenomorph to spring out.
What's your name?
Frowny.
What's your real people name?
Ronald.
Ronald! You look like a nerd. Can you do anything with this before we shoot it?
I don't know the code. It looks like they've locked us in here.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
You not jack into it? Not connect your little glasses into it? Go beep, boop, beep.
Are we just in a room that is a cube?
It's a large cargo bay area. There's one entrance, one exit, and there's various things hanging from the ceiling, like clamps that would normally hold cargo in place.
Oh, okay.
There's none of them are in use at the moment.
Is there controls for that? Is it a crane or?
You can imagine those machines that you...
The claw machine.
Yeah.
Claw machine. It's like a claw machine, but there's about 7 or 8 of those.
Okay.
Is there any way to operate them from where we are?
There's a panel with controls on it, yeah.
Okay, I'll take a bit of a poke around at that and see if I can move these claws.
Yep, you can raise them and lower them.
I'm going to try and move the claws over to the big 12 foot by 12 foot crate and just pick it up.
It's attached to the floor.
Okay.
There's a similar arrangement of things that can come up out the floor and clamp stuff in place. And this is fairly firmly clamped in place.
Just clamped in place.
Clamped in place. Well, we can clamp more claws onto the outside bit, which will be harder for it to break out of.
Sure.
There's a roar and a sort of battering as something's throwing itself against the side of the box.
I think it's a human bear.
Yeah. Frowny, you continue doing what I'm doing, what I was doing there, just so that there's more metal around that is like a cage kind of thing.
Are you dropping some down?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving it on top of the crate so that there's claws around it. Make it so as pendant as possible. Just do that. And then once he starts poking around it, I'm going to slip on my magnet gloves that I've got, and I'm just going to Spider-Man my way up onto the ceiling.
Okay, so you're hanging there on the ceiling of this large sort of...
and particularly I'm going to sit on top of one of the claw position things, so that like I'm on a raised platform.
Yep.
That's where I am. I don't want to be on ground level for this fight that's going to happen.
Hog, what are you up to?
I'll go up to the crate.
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, wow, they must be transporting some sort of bear. I mean, all we've learned today is that the kind of quarantine and cargo procedures on that space station were shit.
Very lax.
Very lax, because we got that meat in there, that dead body.
The meat. You got the meat.
I forgot that we'll have to go back. We'll circle back around. So the crate, is it fully sealed, or can we see in?
You can't see in. There is a little panel, a release panel.
Certainly a release panel, and I would be tempted, wouldn't I?
Handing you the gun here, aren't I?
Yeah. I think even Pug would be like, that's fine. We can get Frowny to open it and see how it goes.
I don't think that's a good idea either. I think whoever presses the release panel, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. But so far, it's not breaking out.
Yeah.
We could take.
And somehow we're both on full health.
We're both on full health. We could just press. You're up there.
Yeah.
Have you got your gun trained on the?
Not like trained on it, but yeah, I'm expecting to shoot this thing.
Should we arm Frowny with like a taser? Or...
Oh God, no! He'll tase you.
You wouldn't tase me, Frowny.
I think about it.
What? I thought we were friends.
I don't like you.
Why?
Threaten me.
I at no point threatened you.
I threatened him.
You threatened. He threatened you.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Serial killers or skin suckers or something.
No. We are not the serial killers. That's a different singular person who kills people with a knife and a gun. I have a gun. He has a knife. The person who's a serial killer is a singular entity who is not sexually active. How many times do I need to stress that, Frowny? You're angling for a cage opening.
There's a change in the air pressure. It's like being in a massive elevator, that sense of compression. And
They're going to space us.
you know, previous experience, the ship's landing.
Oh.
They're coming down on a planet.
A nearby planet, presumably. It's not been that long.
Yes, so. But
Interesting. Okay. Brownie, I'm not allowed to give you a taser, but be ready to slap anything that comes nearby. You're going to have to get hand to hand with this.
there's a massive thunk as you guess the ship makes planetfall. There's a voice over the intercom. Well, gents, you helped me out a little bit, so I'll give you a 10-minute head start. The big cargo hatch opens, and there's a strong smell of like vegetation, mulch, and muggy air. And you can see that you seem to be on some sort of jungle planet. I would start running now.
You're a weird guy!
You have been listening to the Ludonauts Summer Special. We hope you enjoyed yourself. If you'd like more from the Ludonauts, we have a link for our Patreon down below. You can join us and support us and help us create more content. We also have an Instagram and a Blue Sky account. All the links are below. If you join our Patreon, we'll give you a little shout out at the end, and you can join the hallowed ranks of Lana, Craigopolis von Mighty Dong, RDX, Zach K, Barry D, Rainridden, Jeffrey, Toasty Waffles, Stanley, Jackie, Lady Corvia, Rona, Vale, Little King Birdbrain, Roman, Ty, Rachel, and Jägerschund. But for now, my time in your realm has come to an end. But join us in a few more weeks for another exciting episode of Ludonauts.